Welcome, friends. Inside a golden ballroom, the billionaire stands tall, her eyes scanning the four people holding the black credit cards she gave them. Everyone is eager, excited, but one man stands differently, quiet, humble, dressed in a simple apron. He is the janitor, holding his little daughter's hand. The billionaire's voice echoes through the hall. Each of you was given a chance. What you chose to buy reveals who you truly are. One by one, the others show off their luxury purchases, expensive jewelry, shiny cars and designer dresses. The crowd claps, impressed by the glitter of wealth. Then it's the janitor's turn. Nervous but steady, he steps forward, his daughter holding her stuffed bunny tightly. He places a receipt in the billionaire's hand. Her eyes widen as she reads it. Instead of luxury, he spent the card on school supplies, warm clothes, and medicine, all for the orphan children in his neighborhood. The room falls silent. His little daughter looks up at him and says softly, "Daddy, you're my real hero." The billionaire's eyes fill with tears. For the first time, she feels speechless, not by money, but by the power of kindness. Friends, remember, true wealth is not measured by what you have, but by what you give. So if this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Only on your channel, The Soul of Kindness. The grand ballroom is still silent. The glittering chandeliers shine, but all eyes are fixed on the janitor and his daughter. The billionaire, usually strong and unshaken, takes a step closer. She asks softly, Why would you not choose for yourself? You could have had anything: luxury, wealth, comfort. The janitor lowers his head, then looks into her eyes with quiet strength. My daughter and I don't need riches to live. We need dignity, kindness, and hope. If I can use this chance to give those children a future, then I have already received more than gold. His daughter squeezes his hand tightly and whispers, "Daddy, you always say kindness is stronger than money." Now everyone knows it's true. The crowd, once whispering and judging him, now stands frozen. Some lower their heads in shame, realizing their selfishness. The women who flaunted their luxury begin to look uneasy, clutching their purchases. The billionaire's hand trembles as she folds the receipt. Tears shimmer in her eyes, but her voice breaks with emotion. In all my life of power and wealth, no one has ever shown me a heart richer than yours. A powerful silence fills the room, one that feels heavier than the weight of all the gold in the world. The golden ballroom seems to breathe with silence. The billionaire, once known for her cold heart, slowly walks toward the janitor and his little daughter. Her high heels click against the marble floor, but her steps feel heavy with emotion. The crowd watches, expecting her to laugh or dismiss his choices, but instead, she kneels down in front of the child. The billionaire's voice trembles. "Sweetheart, do you know what your father just taught me?" The little girl tilts her head shyly, still holding her stuffed bunny. "No, ma'am." The billionaire's eyes glisten with tears. "He showed me that the greatest treasure in this world is not money, not jewels, not fame, but love, sacrifice, and kindness." Gasps echo across the hall. The guests who once mocked the janitor now feel ashamed of their greed. A woman in the red gown hides her face. The silver-dressed lady lowers her phone, unable to capture the sacred moment. Then the billionaire stands tall again. She holds up the black credit card, her voice powerful yet breaking. "From this day forward, I vow that my fortune will no longer just serve me. It will serve those who need it most." She takes the janitor's rough, calloused hands into her own. "And you will help me lead this change." The janitor is stunned. His daughter's eyes sparkle with tears of pride. The entire hall erupts, not in applause for wealth, but in respect for the truth of kindness. The ballroom vibrates with tension as the billionaire lifts her hand, silencing the murmurs of the crowd. Her voice, once cold and commanding, now carries warmth and fire. "Tonight I tested 4 people with 4 black credit cards, but only one showed me the truth. True wealth is not measured by what you keep, it's measured by what you give." She turns to the janitor, her eyes wet but shining with determination. "You proved that kindness is priceless. From this moment on, you are no longer just a janitor. You will be the head of my new foundation, built to serve children, families, and those forgotten by the world. Gasps spread across the hall like wildfire. The women who flaunted their wealth dropped their heads in shame, their glittering jewels suddenly feeling worthless. Some guests wiped tears, realizing they had been blind to what truly matters. The janitor stares in disbelief, his rough hands trembling. "But ma'am, I don't deserve this. I'm just a simple man." The billionaire steps closer, placing her hand gently on his shoulder. "No, you are the richest man in this room, because your heart carries more value than all my billions combined." The little girl, her eyes sparkling, hugs her father tightly. She whispers through tears, "Daddy, we're going to help the whole world." At that moment, the chandeliers above seem to shine brighter, as if heaven itself approves. The crowd bursts into applause, not for power, not for money, but for the victory of kindness over greed. "Welcome, friends." The applause fades into a reverent silence as the billionaire walks to the center of the ballroom stage, the janitor and his daughter standing beside her. Her voice trembles, but her eyes shine with a strength no one has ever seen before. "Tonight I discovered something greater than money. I discovered humanity, and I will never be the same again." She takes the microphone and declares, "From this moment, half of my entire fortune will go to building schools, hospitals, and shelters for those who have no one to protect them. And the man who reminded me of this truth, this humble janitor, will stand by my side, not as my servant, but as my partner in this mission." The crowd gasps, half of her fortune given away. The rich guests who once mocked now wipe their tears. Some fall to their knees in shame, others begin to clap slowly, then louder and louder, until the entire ballroom shakes with thunderous applause. The janitor, overwhelmed, drops to his knees, holding his daughter close. Tears stream down his face as he whispers, "I never asked for riches. I only wanted a better world for my little girl." The billionaire bends down, lifting both father and daughter into her arms. "And now, together, we will build that better world." The chandeliers blaze with golden light as the hall explodes in cheers. The little girl looks out at the sea of faces and smiles through her tears. "Daddy, this is the happiest day of my life." The billionaire places her hand over her heart and says, "Friends, never forget, true wealth is not counted in dollars, but in hearts you touch with kindness." And with that, the screen fades to black with the words, "Like, comment, share, and subscribe." Only on your channel, Soul of Kindness.